I'm going to 100% Dave the Diver's achievements, which means I'm going to be uncovering the secrets of the sea, team up with an anime weeb, catch a lot of fish, sell a bunch of sushi, take on the beasts of the ocean, farm, and so much more. What a lovely day at the beach. The ocean breeze, the music, and the feet? More feet pics? What game am I playing? Ow! And stay out of my crotch, you hermit crab! I'm already feeling connected to Dave. Just like me, he's always down for sushi, and root beer is my favorite drink. Actually, I take that back. He's a professional diver, and I'm terrified of the ocean. Our friend Cobra explains there's this giant blue hole that can change into any terrain and ecology. You mean the all blue from One Piece?
I have been searching for the all blue my whole life.
Let's check it out. Now, what can I use to catch fish? I can't reach anything with this little knife. So what about this harpoon? Now that's more like it. So what are we planning on doing with such a treasured place? Why, open a sushi restaurant, of course, right next to it. Cobra will be the businessman, and Boncho here will be the chef. I tell him my love for sushi, such as tuna belly, eel, sea urchin. Tochi then proclaims my taste is mediocre. Working with someone so passionate about sushi is going to take some getting used to. In a freaking course on our first day of business, our establishment gets ruined by an earthquake. Thus, back into the all blue I went to secure more fish in hopes to save up for repairs. When the air in my oxygen tank got low, I used a nearby escape pod to fast track it to the surface instead of manually swimming back up. I delivered the goods to the restaurant and put the seafood on the menu. I learned how to pour green tea and how to serve customers. Unfortunately, Boncho has a strict policy on not reusing food and makes me discard any sushi that we don't get to a customer in time. It kind of reminds me of back when I worked at Baskin-Robbins, where they always made me throw away scooped ice cream the customer changed their mind on. And don't you dare try to sneak it into your pie hole, because
Baskin-Robbins always finds out.
Another thing to mention is that Boncho Sushi will only open in the evenings. That way the chef and I can prepare the fish during the day. Also, it's nice running this place solo, unlike how Overcooked was with a chaotic 4 players. First day is in the books. You were a bit clumsy, but not bad for a first day. I suppose coming from you, that's a compliment. A man should not feel gratification from simple compliments. Man, that guy is uptight. But one thing that always brightens up my day is getting a package from the Postal Service. Or not. What did arrive in the mail was my dinner after a long shift at Boncho Sushi. You may be wondering how I find time to cook when I have a busy schedule consisting of diving, running a restaurant, and even a YouTube channel. Well, that's where Factor saves the day. In just 2 minutes, Factor makes it possible to meet my nutrition goals by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to my doorstep. This is only 620 calories. And if you want to go lower than that, there are calorie-smart meals with about 550 calories or less per serving. Factor also offers keto, chef's choice, vegan, and veggie options, which include meat, plant-based meals, and seafood that tastes like Boncho made it himself. I have 3 kids, so Factor has seriously cut down on grocery shopping time and the stress my wife and I usually experience when meal planning. They also offer protein shakes and cold-pressed juices, which have been a more nutritious snacking option for me. But best of all, Factor is giving my viewers 50% off if you sign up right now. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code AndrewShow50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Links are in the description and pinned comment if you'd like to support my family and I. Thanks, Factor. On to the next day. I receive a call from a lady named Ellie, who seems to be just as rude as Boncho. She requests us to fetch her specimen in order to study the blue hole's ecology. Her tone makes me want to refuse, but then she offers a reward.
Award.
I'll keep my eye out for them, Ellie.
Why won't you die?
Oh wow, the knife actually did something. Yeah, some of these fish take a whole lot longer to kill than others. Eventually, after slaying this harmless one, it exceeded my weight limit, which was only 9 kilos, which slowed down my swimming speed. Thankfully, there are oxygen capsules just lying around the All Blue. In addition, there are stranded underwater scooters too, which make up for my lack of swiftness to get Ellie what she needed. Upon ascending, Ellie is pleased with my work, then gave me her number and some gold, which we then used to repair Bancho Sushi. I then informed Cobra that there are some nasty fish and probably more of them if I dove any deeper. Why don't you take a gun? A gun? Cobra then proceeds to call yet another rude friend of his, Duff.
Who is this goofy-looking guy next to you? I thought divers were athletic and muscular.
Duff happens to be a weaponsmith who loves anime, then eventually gets around to telling me the supplies I'll need. A rope and scrap metal. Also swam near an eel, which brought back childhood nightmares of playing Mario 64. And learned that my suit isn't built for going below 40 meters deep, resulting in me losing oxygen faster. Back on the surface, I bring the parts Duff asked for via his mobile app to craft me an underwater rifle. As for this next scene, I have no words to describe what you're about to see, so I'll just show it to you. Trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Bancho also gets his own cutscenes when I request him to enhance dishes. Yeah, he takes his job pretty seriously. As for me, I frequently mess up pouring the green tea. Still got better results than yesterday though. Ah, splendid. Another new character. He is Dr. Bacon, an archaeologist who studies the Sea People civilization. He informs us of the legends about the sea dwellers saying they occupy this region. Sudden changes to the sea bottom brought about their abrupt downfall. Dr. Bacon believes one of their artifacts can be found around 70 meters deep. I try to say no, but Cobra believes a discovery could flock more people to this area, giving Bancho Sushi more business. Dr. Bacon then helps me out by upgrading my diving suit for free and installs the iDiver app for potential future upgrades, like increasing my weight limit and air tank. Underwater, I tested out my new rifle and even found a shock harpoon tip. However, these kinds of improvements only stick with me during my current dive. Anyways, I was able to dive down to 70 meters with my new suit and found the artifact Dr. Bacon mentioned, when all of a sudden, a sea monster appeared. This is exactly the reason why I'm not like Dave. One encounter like that and I wouldn't even step foot in a bathtub for the rest of my life. But since this is a video game, I chose to stay underwater to fight this shark. The saw shark sliced me once with its, saw, but in the end, I was victorious. During my dive, the restaurant was finally repaired, and I'm not sure why, but for some reason I convinced Bancho to open a Cooksta social media account. His selfie skills are immaculate. Just get back into the kitchen, Bancho, and prepare that saw shark sushi, please. The day is still young, so I start my afternoon dive with a surprise visit from a dolphin. Echo? Is that you? I don't care. I'm gonna call him Echo. Since he looked concerned, I followed him to find a pink dolphin stuck in a net. I freed her, giving those two a happy reunion. They kindly left behind a pearl. And what do I do with such a valuable treasure? I kept traveling down further, got carried away, and scrambled to the surface as fast as I could with very little oxygen left. Ah, freak! A shark! Swim away! Swim away! I died, which meant I could only bring back one item from my inventory. Later that night, a business person arrived. Miss Yoshi? Bancho seems startled. Apparently these two know each other. They go back and forth arguing whether shark can be considered a delicious meal or not. Bancho then asks me to hunt a white-tip reef shark. How did I get tied into this? And is Yoshi really not going to leave until she has served a shark's head on a platter? That's not all. Supposedly Cobra signed a contract for me with Dr. Bacon that has a huge cancellation charge. Okay, Duff. I'm gonna need a new weapon for this expedition. The Triple Axle. A weapon with less range than the rifle, but shoots 3 bullets at once. Watch out, Dave! Get off of me! Dang, Dave the diver has some underwater fighting skills. Next, I followed through with my contract to follow Dr. Bacon's radio signal, sending me into critical depths. A pile of rocks blocked what seemed to be a doorway, and voices speaking in unknown language could be heard in the background. I gotta get out of here. Cobra, how are we going to get rid of that rock pile? A bomb? Jeez, you always take it to the extreme. However, Cobra doesn't have the drone he needs because that delivery ship never showed up. I wonder what could have happened to it. So now it's up to me to find the sunken delivery boxes at places with ocean currents.
I'm Ash from Pellet Town.
This Ash Ketchum wannabe claims the blue hole is the best place to collect Marinka. The what? Sato is shocked that I don't know about the highly popular ocean life trading cards. It utilizes AI that corresponds to fish in real life. My man's even got a Pokédex. Essentially, for every new fish I catch, I also receive a new card. It's almost like a, whoa, you don't want to be saying the name. You trying to get the developers sued?
Sure.
Well, that was an interaction. Here's my collection of Marinka cards so far.
New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice.
Back to fishing some barracuda. Eventually, I found this area with ocean currents that Cobra mentioned, where I found the motor, camera lens, and computer chip. I hand the parts over to Cobra, then serve Yoshi the whole roasted shark head. She's immediately disgusted by the look of it, but takes a bite of it anyways. It's a hit! Yoshi then reveals the real reason she's here, to help with our hiring needs. That sounds like a great idea to me. Yoshi the recruiter starts with a flyer ad, and now we'll just have to wait and see. But for tonight, our Cooksta rating reached bronze rank. The next morning, Cobra got the drone fixed and the bombs ready. He also officially opens the Cobra shop. You're charging me to buy items to help our business? Whatever, dude. Ellie asks for more things, Dr. Bacon gives me an underwater camera, and I upgrade my diving suit. Echo? What is it now? The pink dolphin is trapped again? It must have been pirates. Don't worry, Echo. I'll save her. What the heck? Did I just get shot at? Man, Dave is really a tank for taking that so well. He continues to tough it out, freeing the mammal from the pirate's grasp. Aww, would you look at that? They made a heart, and one large gold bar for me. Now to blow up that pile of rocks. What if there's a monster or something inside? That would be an amazing scientific discovery! Gee, thanks for your concern, buddy. Inside the chamber, I find ancient engravings and a large mural of a merman. I snap a picture, pick up another artifact, hear those mysterious voices again, then get the heck out of there. Dr. Bacon takes the artifact to analyze at his lab. Oh, brother, what now? Who are these people?
I heard an explosion in the sea. What's going on? We are the Sea Blue. We are an organization that tracks down people who pollute this beautiful sea. Whoever harms this great sea will have to contend with Sea Blue and me, John Watson.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
I dove back in to hunt an even bigger fish, that being the tiger shark. At this point, I'm convinced Dave is a superhero. Just look at him hold off that shark bite, then pulls out his knife and stabs it in the face. Dave is the real beast of the sea. Back at the restaurant, Yoshi reports a resume submitted from the flyer ad. Welcome to the team, Kyoko. And hello, well-dressed guests. VIP appeared. Vincent, the gourmet. The girl in pink is a host from the TV show Star the Chef, while the blonde guy is the legendary sushi expert. Vincent shrugs off Bancho's sushi with his prejudiced thinking, to which Bancho responds with a request for them to return in 2 days. He's gonna need some sea grapes and white spotted jellyfish, which I'll get for him later. In the meantime, I have a new hire to train who can't fill green tea, won't touch the wasabi, and doesn't clean dishes. I guess I should just be grateful she's at least serving, resulting in great sales. Unbeknownst to us, in the chamber I visited earlier that day, a sea person is caught by the giant squid. Dr. Bacon raced to us in the morning to give back a cleaned up version of the bracelet I brought him. It's an equipable item to help us survive underwater longer. However, we can't venture deeper without a headlamp. I call up Duff for assistance, but instead get a crying weeb who never received his Leia's Chan figurine from the sunken delivery boat. If I risk my life to find it, he'll then give me his spare headlamp. Man, I just keep ending up on the bad side of these deals. Lucky for me, Dave is a fantastic diver, finding the sunken ship in a matter of minutes, along with a pink box containing Leia's Chan. Ah, crap. Duff doesn't care for my life and asks me to go rescue her.
Whatever it takes.
But first, I'll need his gas cutter. On my way up, I snagged what Bancho asked for and received the gas cutter on the surface. Duff, I saw a huge tentacle taking that ship. It looks extremely dangerous.
Do you mean to say it's okay for Leia's chance to expire in darkness down there?
Am I the only one who understands the complexities of this ambitious cinematic masterpiece? This movie isn't stupid! You're stupid!
Why do I agree to these things? Hold up. The dolphins are in trouble again? The pirates have them surrounded. I distracted them so my flipper friends could escape, but that meant I had to enter battle against them. Am I really going to shoot and kill these people? Blood? Oh yeah, this is for real. This triple axle gun is really putting in some work. For better or worse, I was wrong about the killing them part. Apparently, human beings in this universe don't die when afflicted with serious gunshot wounds. My two sea friends leave behind a rusty dolphin necklace for me, then I continue my mission to save Leia's-chan. Don't worry, over-sexualized anime girl. I'll use this gas cutter to break through the ship. Now I must go even deeper. Holy crap! It's the giant squid! Maybe if I'm quiet enough. Ah, scratch that. The beast is awake. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty epic boss splash screen. What? I'm getting pushed back? Tentacle after tentacle. I kick with my flippers as fast as I could to mostly avoid the sea monster's limbs. This should be close enough. Ready, aim, fire! The squid blows me back again, but I've already been through this rodeo before. Aim, fire! The creature shakes off the eye injury, then adapts by covering its eye. However, it can't resist an attempt to strike little old me, giving me the opening to shoot them again. I get hurled back again, use my underwater scooter to skim past the tentacles, take aim, and fire again. Dave had defeated the giant squid, but Leia's-chan wasn't the only one held captive. A sea person. Are they going to be okay? Another one of her species arrives to save her, then flees at the sight of me. That's fine by me. More squid to take home for Bancho.
Yes, Leia's-chan's.
Duff hands over the deep sea lamp. Then to celebrate, we close up shop for the night and eat the giant squid with the rest of the team. Someone was watching us though, and they meant business. Dr. Bacon rolls up in the morning to discuss our next quest. Never mind, he drank too much last night. Lovely.
So it was you, the one who's been harming the ocean. You even vomited, you disgusting creature. I'll turn you into fish food. My Poseidon, this is all your fault. You did this to the precious sea.
You're the one shooting bombs.
Enough babbling.
Dude, does this guy have no sense at all? He's blowing up the sea. What a hypocrite. You asked for it. Keep firing that triple axle, Dave. Let him have it. Dude, just leave already, please. Anywho, let's get back to our main mission. Using my new headlamp to dive into the dark deep. I find a UV light to shrink away tube worms that were blocking my way from following Dr. Bacon's new radio signal. At the end of the path were the same two sea people that I saw yesterday after the squid fight. We couldn't understand what they were saying, but Dr. Bacon seemed confident enough that he could construct a translating device. But first, I found a new shark to hunt. By the way, this is who Dave would be if he existed in real life. Cobra flips out about the discovery of the sea people and wants all the world to know about it. Dr. Bacon counters, saying we would unintentionally be inviting poachers. So for now, I'll find what Dr. Bacon needs for a translating device. Oh yeah, and this guy shows up. He's freaking out about how I got a boss card acquisition notification on my Marinka account. The giant squid boss card. All I gotta say is, get good, bruh. Oh great, who's calling me now? It's just some reporter named Udo who will give me money if I take pictures for him. I'll be sure to cover my photography journey as it develops. This dive, I focused on gathering what Dr. Bacon needed for the translator. Later that night, Bancho prepared the jellyfish sushi for the blondie Vincent to eat.
This is amazing.
In return for the delicious meal, he gives us a refrigerator. Yay! A beer machine to slow me down even more while taking care of customers. Oh, and I hired a new guy to help Bancho with cooking. Sales went through the roof. In the morning, the translator was ready for use. Our restaurant reached silver rank on Cooksta, but more importantly, we finally communicated with the sea people. His body looks different from that of the humans we occasionally see. This low dweller's name is Suam and claims Dave sounds similar in their language to a broken toilet lid. Ramo, the girl with him, is the daughter of the Sea People village chief and needs medicinal herbs to recover. While looking for some, I took a picture of an oppa and an oarfish, then plucked the needed coral. All right, Udo, how much you willing to pay for the photos?
Crap, mega crap. I'll give you $200 for all of them.
Yo, Bancho, a sea girl is unconscious and needs our help. Can you make anything with this? As I dove back into the ocean, I floated in awe as I witnessed the appearance of a huge humpback whale. This is not the time to be whale watching. Princess Ramo needs our help. Here's the porridge that Suam prepared? Are you trying to make me prejudiced? After the initial shock of being in the presence of a human, I explained the situation. Then she commanded me to escort her injured self to her village by carrying Her Majesty on my back. Along the way, an earthquake triggered. And sure, we were almost eaten alive, but the real obstacle was the path being blocked with rocks caused by the vibrations from earlier. The only way to crush those rocks was with, well, more rocks. However, I needed gloves that were thicker and offered better grip, so I ditched them for now.
We're gonna die, Bud. They're gonna leave us here to die.
I'm sorry, but my business needs my immediate attention. There's a strange kid here that will only express their emotions through their puppet. Come on, White Trevally, I'll Shasuke. I want it. And she's not the only one. Some farmer who calls himself Otto wants me to go night diving to catch moray eel. I can dive once a night with the caveat that 1/3 of Bancho Sushi's opening hours will be consumed. I can't go super deep either due to the darkness. Here's your moray eel sushi, Otto. He loved it so much, he made us a fish farm the next morning. Now I have another way to provide Bancho with ingredients. But right now, the sea people need our help. Specifically, Dr. Bacon's diving gloves. With them, I was able to pull the stake from the pile of rocks, crumbling not one, but 2 mini avalanches to dispose of the obstacle keeping us from the sea village. Of course, that would have made our lives too easy, as now we're confronted by a sea monster. A gigantic wolf eel. Grab onto one of those anchors, Dave. Today is not the day we die. The ray-finned creature slithers away into the background in an attempt to strike me from there. I swim high to avoid its return the best I could, then notice its shining tail must be its weakness. Once I made this discovery, it was game over for the wolf eel. I got out of the way when needed, then let him have it. I was just about to come and defeat it. Guess I came too late. Oh, shut up and let's enter the sea village already. You don't have the key, Ramo?
Just kidding!
Dave did not find that funny. He got over it quickly after getting to see the beautiful sight of the sea village. He wasn't welcomed at first, but Ramo explained. Tenzin, the village chief, was ecstatic to be reunited with his daughter. But just like the rest of the cast, he insults me by admitting he thought Dave was a blue manatee. The father and daughter go back and forth, discussing the recent tremors and ice melting off their divine tree. It's been going on for 2 years, and Ramo believes they need the help of human technology.
No, not the human.
We have technology.
Okay, he does have some legit concerns concerning their past with the humans, but these constant earthquakes are getting out of hand. It's settled. Dave must gain the village's trust, then he can help the sea people. Wait, I didn't even agree yet. A mirror is given to assist me in fast traveling between the surface and the sea village. But even that wasn't fast enough for me to make it to work on time. While cleaning up, Miss Yoshi arrives alone. She talks to me about how glad she is that Bancho is working hard again. In fact, he gave up cooking once because of a certain incident. Since Bancho wasn't here, Yoshi told me what happened 12 years ago. Bancho and her worked at a 5-star hotel and had to accommodate the well-known actress Lois Crawford. Boncho insisted Sharkhead would impress her for her meal, but as you can see by the reaction on Lois's face, it did not. She wouldn't even take a bite. That incident alone not only ruined the hotel's reputation, but also Boncho's career. Well, another day, another visit to the Sea People Village. I started to build their trust by delivering their lunches, delivering flowers, playing minigames with them, and dude, my eyes deceive me? There's water and waterfalls underwater? After being their peasant for a few in-game hours, I left the village and ran into the humpback whale again. Call me crazy, but it sounds like it's trying to talk to me. Thus, I recorded its cry and packed it for later. I then hunted White Trevally for that strange puppet girl, but before I could serve her requested dish, another VIP customer revealed themselves. Michael Bang, director of Robot Samurai and the Transformers franchise. Oh wait, that last one was Michael Bay. Boncho asks for 3 days to impress him, to which Michael Bang agrees. Otto chips in to help by constructing us another farm to grow high-quality rice. Hold up, I forgot to tell you about the rest of last night. Maki the puppet girl tries the White Trevally soup. It's too good. So good, in fact, it reminded her of her father. She's been looking for him and thought he might be here. Did he happen to go shopping for milk by chance? For saying that, she forces me to catch a real-life version of her puppet, a Cleone. She provides me with a bug net in order to do so. Now back to the future. I called Ellie to see if she can understand the humpback whale's cry. She deciphered it, saying the whale is looking for its offspring. That sounds like a job for somebody else. I'd rather play minigames at the parlor instead. I even want to whistle, then bet it on a seahorse race.
It's lucky day! What happened? Lucky day is down!
I'll get a new one eventually. I'll make my money back by taking some photographs. I also am still in the process of gaining favor in the eyes of the sea people by fetching items for them. While doing so, I found the baby whale, escorted it back to open waters, protecting it along the way, but did not expect the ambush from a group of white tip reef sharks. For once in Dave's life, something superbly convenient happened. Thought I was going to be facing a mini-boss there. One last update before finishing up the day, I moved Raul up front to appeal the customers and hired Carolina to help in the back. Boncho Sushi acquired gold rank in Cooksta, and I also have a cat to feed now. Only one more day of fetch questing left to please the sea people. From healing the blacksmith to retrieving stone slabs for them, they started to respect me as one of their own, even inviting me to a wedding ceremony. But of course, good things can't last in a video game until it has been beaten. The interrupting earthquake breaks off the arm of a nearby statue, and the duty falls on me to fix it. In the meantime, the chief and I meet. Since the village trusts me now, he explains the divine tree to me and how they use the fruit of this tree as an energy source. There's also a glacier beneath the village and tree, but for unknown reasons, the heat has been getting hotter, melting the ice and causing sickness among the sea people. Okay, I understand that was a lot to swallow at once, so let's lighten the mood by catching 5 Cleones for Maki.
Gotcha!
I just need one more. Uh-oh. Is that huge Cleone supposed to be the 5th one? Oh, thank goodness. There's one more right here. Open a sushi restaurant, they said. It would be fun, they said. Well, the world's biggest sea angel drugged me back to what I assumed to be its lair, beginning our showdown. At first, I swam in circles around the slug, buying time to think how I should take down this boss. Turns out it hates gunshots just like all the other fish in the sea. Just needed to prioritize getting out of the way before aiming my firearm. When I ran out of bullets, I scooted over to a weapon box to wield a sniper rifle. Oh, you're so dead now. It retaliates by firing its own kind of green bullets of toxin at me, but all of its attempts were in vain. The Cleone Queen of the Sea had been dethroned, although what I found afterwards caught my interest. A photo of Maki. I should probably bring this to her right away. A new seahorse!
You just have to bet it all. Bet it all!
My white seahorse wiped the floor this time. Dave is gonna be a rich man. With sea village money. What was I supposed to be doing again? Oh, right. I need an adhesive for the broken statue. Thanks, Cobra. I also need to return that photo to Maki. What do you mean there's a button on the back of it? It contained a message from her father telling her he is no longer alive and is very sorry he prioritized a busy schedule over being a responsible father. Yet, he still hopes Maki doesn't give up on her dreams of becoming a chef. Please let me work here.
What a spirited child. I like her.
That concludes the story of Maki. And just look at those cooking stats. Anywho, it was back to the Sea Village for now to glue back on the statue's arm. Then I got to see the divine tree for myself and help harvest some of the fruit from it. But of course, they saved the most dangerous mission for me to rescue a missing sea child from a goblin shark. Boss time. We've already seen Dave shoot sharks in the face a million times by now. How about a more pleasant interaction with the sea creature for once? The whistle I won from the mini games earlier allows me to call for the beluga taxi. For a price, unfortunately. I'll stay positive. This beluga is quite the time saver traversing the village. It actually is aggravating how slow I am without it. But my joy comes to an end because I can't bring the beluga with me outside the village. The non-stop servitude never ends for the sea people. This time being tasked with performing the Heimlich maneuver on one of their leatherback sea turtles. A plastic bag? Who in their right mind would ever throw plastic into the ocean? I do need to find some time to take care of myself though, because having no employees to help pour green tea and beer is just making my job overwhelming. Thankfully on the business side, things are going swell. Now what in the world are we about to witness in Duff's life? Have mercy, he sleeps with an anime girl body pillow? Where are we now? In Duff's dream? Well, I better embrace the moment for Leia's Chan. That's my weaponsmith, ladies and gentlemen. The next time we open Bancho Sushi, Michael Bang will be there, and the rice grew just in time for it. And I haven't forgotten about my drink pouring issue. I put out an internet ad to hopefully find someone that can help. Also, the main story finally continues. Suam and I make our way to where the Glacier Passage key is locked away per the chief's orders. Suam heard stories of crazy sea people being locked up here because they'd attack their own kind. But that was 1,000 years ago, and sea people only live about 300 years. Yet Suam still chickens out. So in the abandoned cave, I went alone in search of a room with a mural. Nothing to worry about here. Holy cow, what was that? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. There's the key. Now to get out of here. On my way out, an earthquake occurred, breaking down the gates, freeing the formerly trapped savage sea people. Bah! Suam didn't wait for me. Am I surprised? No. That submarine surprised me though, and piloting it is none other than John Watson.
You're robbing graves now? Feel my eco-friendly Sea Blue Armor RX-93 and its power!
So much for sea-friendly. Although that is one tough-looking suit and no bullets will penetrate it. If only there was something to deflect the missiles with. Can you stop charging at me for one gosh darn second? I can't compete with this guy's tech. There we go. Just need to do that again. Batter up. Oh, John Watson, when will you learn that I'm not one of the baddies? A+ for great form, by the way.
Gaydons?
I was just admiring his form. Oh, Chief's talking about the dark history of the sea people. Tenzin offers to share the short or long version of their history. The short one, please.
The Gaydons are the corrupt sea people of ancient times.
Wow, that was short. The game then proceeds to tell us the long version anyways. 800 years ago, the Gaydons were their ancestors with advanced technology. They lived in peace, and the fruits provided by the divine tree balanced their energy. However, greed blinded their leader to modify the anatomy of the sea people. Those modified individuals exhibited strength that even made them impervious to weapons. Not even modern guns or knives can harm them. The ancient leader wanted to mutate them even further, drawing energy from the tree itself, and began to infuse the extracted energy into an ancient creature called Yahweh. Chief expects that I'll see some of them in the glacial passage. That sounds terrifying, so I'ma boot up Leia's run to calm my nerves. deserves. Okay, I get it. These earthquakes are getting stronger and out of hand. I'll put down the mobile game. Actually, first I'm gonna snap a picture of this manta ray since they can only be found at night. I checked in on the restaurant after, and thankfully Boncho took some measures in case of future earthquakes, not wanting a repeat of what happened on our first day. Dr. Bacon was there too, so I relayed all the new information about the sea people to him. Oh, that's right! Michael Bang's back tonight to try our special dish for him. He got so inspired that he's thinking of making his next movie about a sushi bar featuring a man with a missile launcher. And he gives us a signed poster of Robot Samurai. While the crew and I went to work, Dr. Bacon followed his radio signal to a cave. I take control of him and enter. Inside were murals related to the sea people. It looks like they used to interact with humans. Even the children hung out together. The sea people gave some of their divine fruit to humans, but the fruit wasn't edible to land dwellers, causing them to collapse when eaten. The humans then hunted the sea people, killing many of them. Dr. Bacon finds a sea people rebreather made for humans, packs it up for research, and crosses paths with pirates who were waiting outside the cave. Dr. Bacon sprints to his boat and puts the pedal to the metal in hopes of escaping the pirates. They shoot at him, rocks get in the way, but one sly shift by the archaeologist causes the pirates to crash, forcing them to abandon ship. I better upgrade Dave's equipment to be ready for whatever lies ahead. I unlock the gate to the glacial passage, and Suam gives this crucial advice: just don't die.
Thanks for the tip.
Straight inside is a mural of what I assumed to be more of the sea people's history. But as I delved further, it quickly became apparent that I was going to have to solve a few puzzle rooms. Dave mentioned how in video games, players touch this and that to operate devices, and that's how I make myself through this room. Gaidons appear shortly after, but they're too dumb to check behind statues, allowing me to sneak past them. I pass another mural, spin some strange contraptions, counter an attacking Gaidon by striking a divine fruit, temporarily blinding them with the light, spin even more wheels, grab the next divine fruit I see, and use the heat from it to melt ice, blocking my way from progressing further. I take a picture of whatever this mural is, then spot that the way down is covered in ice. So into the left room I go. More spinning, more melting. What's this mechanism do? It's like a super melter, revealing another mural, and redirects the heat of the fruit in a laser-like form, bouncing off the mirror near the ice that blocked me from going deeper. However, to budge that mirror, I'm going to need to pick out that rock somehow. Any ideas, Cobra? A crowbar? You ordered one, but the delivery ship carrying it sunk? Fine, I'll get it for you tomorrow. Sato, what are you doing out here on a stormy night?
Tonight, the creature that gives the super rare boss card will most likely appear.
Seek out the vortex created by the storm. Enter the whirlpool to challenge the boss within, the Truck Hermit Crab. Just like with John Watson, gunfire won't work here, and I'm gonna need to find a solution quickly if I don't want to get clobbered to death. Aha! It's dropping barrels. I sure hope they're explosive ones. Yup, I'll make this crab truckless in a matter of minutes. Why the crab hangs out with explosives like that is beyond me. But one thing for sure is that a hermit is nothing without its shell.
Now tap share card with friends like this.
You're gonna make me share that after I risked my life? Calm yourself, Andrew. A potential VIP customer just walked into Boncho Sushi. Sammy, the rap star. The man wants vegetable sushi. But unfortunately, we don't have that here. Because who would? Oh well, he's probably just not our target audience. That is until... The music Boncho is playing over the speakers is actually one of Sammy's songs. Turns out Boncho finds this artist intriguing enough to ask for 3 days to prepare him proper vegetable sushi. Boncho, you got any good ideas for that sushi?
Nope.
Thankfully, we have our farmer friend Otto to help us out with growing veggies in a new part of the farm he readied for us. Udo also calls us that morning, relaying to us his next big project he'll need help with. The Project. First with the humphead parrotfish, one of many fishmon that can only be caught on weekends. Gee, I wonder if the creators of Dave the Diver are into Pokemon. I guess we'll never know. In the meantime, I revisit the shipwreck location to remove the rocks burying Cobra's crowbar. In the process, I aggravated a colony of bouncing crabs, then shut them up by crushing them with rocks. Crowbar obtained. The real fiasco of the day, though, was all of these people that were in town for a jellyfish event. Luckily, I had enough jellyfish in my inventory to satisfy their needs, but man, what a disaster tonight was. I really couldn't keep up with all the drinks, especially since none of my employees would help out with anything other than serving. I had never missed so many customers before that they decided to leave because of the long wait. Then during the next morning, while I was paying good money to train my staff, I discovered my greatest ally would be the employee I thought had no potential. Kyoko learned to serve drinks at level 3. I wasted so much money training these boomers when I should have relied on the Gen Z girl. Well, hopefully I don't screw up the next item on my to-do list in catching the first Fishmon. Please catch it without killing it. I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon Blue, Udo. I know what I'm doing. Moving on. Anyways, what did I need the crowbar for? Oh, that's right, budging this mirror in the glacial passage. It's about time I got back to the main story. With the divine light redirected, I was now able to further progress downward. Unfortunately, right as I got down there, I learned that my current diving suit needed an upgrade if I wanted to go exploring this deep. So for now, I wipe the frost off my camera, take a pic of yet another mural, then decide to have another go at capturing that goatfishmon with this net gun. Guess all I can do is hope it comes back on a future weekend. On the bright side, I had a fantastic evening. The vegetables were ready for picking, and Kyoko not only helped with serving the drinks, she was doing it better than me and was serving the entrees faster than both Caroline and I combined. 4.9 stars. Best rating I've had in a while. As I basked in the success of our recent night, I noticed something strange about the fish farm. Why isn't this tiger shark feasting on any of the small fish?
Fish are friends, not food.
Anyhow, I received an email notifying us that a tuna party will happen in a few days. However, tuna fish are difficult to catch due to their fast swimming nature. That's where Cobra steel net sensor traps come in. With this contraption, all I have to do is set up the trap like this and voila! Tuna fish caught. I can purchase up to 2 traps from Cobra per day, but only have 1 drone take back the unharmed fish. Unwounded fish are higher quality and sell for more, so I'm gonna save up for another drone. For now though, I go through the long hassle of catching each of the tuna, and man were they absurdly annoying to kill. That night, Sammy the rap star was ready for his vegetable sushi. Son? You're kidding me. You two are related? Supposedly, Otto shipwrecked 8 years ago, was stranded on an island, and has since been trying to save up to fly back home. Sammy was very forgiving. Crediting music gave him inner peace. And now they're going to run the farm together. What just happened? Who cares? Sammy brought a chicken and now I get a free egg every day. I continued delaying the Sea Village's needs to hunt tuna in order to save up enough for future equipment. I bought a second drone, had Duff craft me more guns, don't question the scenery. Actually, I want to watch this one. Then later that day, Vincent returned with the master chef, Wang Peng. Bancho gets thrown into a competition show where he'll have to face off against other renowned chefs to see who is the best, starting with Wang Peng in 2 days. I already have everything Bancho needs except for an egg. Oh, thanks, Sammy. That same morning, I upgraded my diving suit to the max level, caught more tuna, then got back to the main story in the glacial passage. I used a pickaxe to rotate the mirrors, redirecting the light to melt the ice. Went through the usual motions like snapping photos, moving more mirrors, and smacking divine fruits to light up these dark places. What is that thing? What the heck? It's trying to grab me! This isn't what Dave and I signed up for. Thankfully, the Gaton is chained, so we just let the current take us out. It feels so good to be safe. So it's a boss fight. Wonderful. Swim! Swim for your life, Dave! This actually isn't a typical boss encounter, because the goal is to get out of here alive. I messed up a few times during the first phase of this chase sequence, but once I made it to the end of the first section and smacked the light, we entered the second phase, proceeding to swim downwards. By the way, just look at these moves. Nothing can touch me. Then there it was, the light at the end of the tunnel. The giant Gaydon attempts 2 last swings to capture me, but thanks to the power of quick time events, Dave successfully escapes. Now to barricade the entrance before the Gaydon breaks through the— Too late! This is the end. I'm going to be saved? That was way too close. But who rescued me? You've got to be freaking kidding me. Well, the good news is we finally made it to the glacial area at the end of the passage, but it's too cold for Dave to continue further. So let's get out of here. You pull the right lever, I will pull the left one.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong
That giant mirror brought us back to the village where I reported my freezing issue to the chief. He provides me with the divine tree fruit cloths that I then give to Dr. Bacon to tailor for me. He throws the breathing apparatus into the mix, saying if only we had one of John Watson's functioning mechanical parts, that would solve any potential water pressure problems Dave could face. That then gives Cobra the bright idea that Dave should infiltrate John Watson's Sea Blue base to retrieve the mechanical part. Me? Go to their base? Cobra suggests it should be easy to find, since Sea Blue scouts the area at night with underwater drones. Whoa. Slow down, Cobra. That sounds like crazy talk. I need to take care of Bancho's sushi first, since tonight is the chef cook-off against Wang Peng. And I'm actually helping prepare the ingredients. Chop. Dang, get the onions, get me every time. Off with your head. Then to top it off, starching and frying any food just simply makes it better. We present our meals to Vincent. He takes a bite. As he chews, the suspense is killing everyone. Who will win? Bancho! That concludes today's episode of Challenge the Chef. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have a ton of tuna to prepare for the party tonight. All my hunting for tuna fish really paid off the past few days, but that didn't mean the night went perfectly. I still have a few serving kinks to figure out. We did end up breaking the sales record though, but the day isn't over yet. Cobra insisted after hours would be the perfect time to infiltrate the base with this infiltration suit. He even shows his gamer side referencing Metal Gear Solid. Oh right, leave your weapons here. The drone would detect them, so from a distance, I followed the sentry. I couldn't defend myself from the aggressive fishes, but thankfully it was a short trip to the base. The gate opens, and I hurry in before the door closes. This seems awfully big for a hidden base. And are those machines processing dolphin meat? Looks like Sea Blue aren't the environmentalists they claim to be. One problem at a time, Dave. Right now, we're after the mechanical parts. Man, Dave is quite the impressive stealth unit. Although I do chuckle every time he rolls over a box. The security guards here are also a bunch of buffoons. Like, look at this guy. He didn't see me even though I hid in the freezer right in front of him. During the mission, I scooped up a military ration that I regretted eating. It was required for completion. I had to. Shortly after, I made it to the base of operations. There's their phony poster lying to the world. And why is my picture in this drawing of research? Don't get distracted. I came here for the core component of this device. Ah, freak! I've been caught! And I'm now surrounded!
You'll never take me alive!
I'm telling ya, this guy is a superhero. Yet the people in his life constantly doubt him. I deliver the part to Dr. Bacon, upgrade my knife, gaining the ability to mine with it, then wind down with some photography. That following night, it became stormy again, prompting Sato to give me the reminder that there could be another vortex for another boss battle. Sure enough, he was right. Thus beginning my fight with a boxing mantis shrimp. Hold up. Red gloves, green body, that's Little Mac reincarnated. Except he's not so little anymore. Up to this point, this monster took me the longest to figure out how to beat. I tried baiting the prawn to puncture itself by punching the spikes. My harpoon had no effect. I tried swimming underneath it for whatever reason and that failed miserably. Swimming above wasn't wise either. And does this do anything? No. Cool. I just died. On my second attempt, I noticed the creature was often defending its eyes. So up I swam and started deploying my harpoons on it. And sure enough, I was inflicting 35 damage at a time. That irritated the mantis shrimp enough to rampage at the ground for a bit, releasing a chain from the ceiling as a result of it. Finally, a clear answer to this fight. Holding up the obstacle temporarily hinders the beast, giving me the opportunity to fire it at its eyes once again. They stir up a tantrum once more, I yank down the device, and that's all she wrote. Good riddance. I won't miss you.
A mantis shrimp boss card. I haven't seen it even at the gym. Oh, I mean the gym I work out at.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Back at the restaurant, we meet our next cooking opponent that we'll face off against in 2 days. Alex, the fish fryer, aka Kyokusanagi from King of Fighters. After a night of business, I noticed our cat slipped away from our establishment, so I followed to see what he was up to. And why in the world is there a button command to make Dave mimic a cat? Turns out the cat has a family with a newborn, so I take them all back to live at Bancho Sushi. Hopefully the health inspector never stops by. In the morning, Dr. Bacon brings me the finished cold-resistant suit, which means I can now, what is it now, Sato?
Gaio.
Huh? It's a game where you raise digital fish. You mean like Tamagotchi?
And I cannot say.
Since it's the weekend again, I thought I'd give catching that ugly goat parrot thing another try. This time with a hush start. At last, the glacial area, home of a brand new slew of fishes and sharks. On the west side is a maze-like cavern that has multiple branching paths, some leading to treasures and some to dead ends, one in particular with a current too strong to swim past. I pause to appreciate the vastness of the different creatures down here, including the infamous narwhals swimming in the ocean. Anyone else old enough to recognize that YouTube gem? And get a load of this. First, Dave complains it's too cold. Then when I go down further, he's now complaining it's too hot. Make up your mind, Dave! Fun fact, these Greenland sharks can live up to over 500 years. Their lifespan's a lot less when Dave's around.
Another narwhal.
Just don't let him touch your balls.
Dave? I'm not sure if we're allowed to hunt them. Whatever. We'll blame it on John Watson. Over on the east side of the glacial area, I found a stone slab with unreadable text. Naturally, I took a picture and brought it to Dr. Bacon for him to decipher with his tech. He said it seems to be some sort of spell, so I brought it to the librarian of the Sea Village. They said according to their books, the earthquakes are being caused by the Divine Tree control room in the glacial area. Suam accompanies me this time to cast the spell listed on the slab to open the first of 3 doors by dancing.
More passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more energy.
Oh, my waist hurts from the dance. Oh, Suam, if you were a 30-year-old human, you'd cripple yourself just getting out of bed. Anywho, I traversed through yet another chamber of danger, then solved puzzles involving a spherical stone and a historical-looking statue, activating the first of 3 switches. After reporting my initial findings to the chief, Ramo informs me that their beluga is missing. Wow, sucks to suck. I'd help, but I'm busy. For real though, I am gonna take the next couple days to save up for diving upgrades, since I hate losing when I'm holding a bunch of stuff in my cargo. Challenge the chef, night number 2. Cooks, are you ready? Kelp it, roast it, stir it. Okay, I have to point something out here. The theme of this night's competition was Fry the Sea. So what does the King of Fighters cosplayer bring to the table? Fish and chips. Did you really think that was gonna get you the dub? Look how disappointed he is. Even Vincent is pointing out his mistake. Then he adds to my nightmare. A cocktail dispenser? No, please, no. No more drinks for the customers. Fish farming is seeing better profits these days. Over $4 grand from this tank alone. Anyways, you'll never guess who stops by the next night. Lois Crawford, the actress that ruined Bancho from years ago. She didn't age too well. Bancho, on the other hand, aged like fine wine. Turns out Lois's reputation as a restaurant critic suffered as well after their incident because of Bancho's description of her that he stated publicly. So to get revenge, she brought a chef from Italy, Pastro Anto Giovanni. 2 days we'd settle it in a pasta competition. However, on the day of the competition, I decided to head back to the glacial area. I'd just like to keep those 1%ers on their toes. At one of the dead ends, I found the lost beluga looking lethargic. possibly from this Antarctica octopus that's spewing poison around it. Oh yeah, you better run. No one infects my beluga buddies like that. Our chase took us to where the strong current was, successfully cornering the mollusk. I was given two choices, harvest or rescue the small critter.
Enemy deserve no mercy.
Then the octopus drops the antidote to its own poisoning. Now that's video game logic if I've ever seen any. Worked like a charm too. Alright, sea people, your beluga has been saved.
The manatee's baby. It just suddenly disappeared.
What is wrong with these people? You guys know I'm trying to solve your warming crisis, right? But no, you'd rather have me fetch your pets for you that run away to the hollows. Then I have to pet them, and if I don't do it right, I upset them like the Wiggler from Mario Party. Come on, small fry. It's either die or come with me and maybe survive.
Are those my only two options?
I say maybe survive because a narwhal followed me in here. Lucky for me, I looted a few sticky bombs on the way over here. Looks like the manatee may have also attracted a poor beagle shark into this hollow as well. Yippee-ki-yay! Now go back safely to the village. I have a Gaio to evolve. That's for sure a Finizen. With that lengthy detour now over, it was now time to assist Boncho in keeping his honor versus the classy frauds. Things started off well like usual, but the thing about working with Boncho is he doesn't always explain how to do everything. Like this adding ingredients portion really isn't hard at all, but I was pressing buttons before the food even appeared to be dropping like Tetris blocks. Then I had to use the trigger buttons to catch them in the right columns. Like I said, easy peasy, just an imperfect start. I just hope those few mistakes don't make us lose the whole thing. Did you really think Boncho could lose?
Mamma mia!
Pastro stomps off like a baby, and Lois is upset too. She tries Boncho's dish herself to see how he could have possibly won. Similar to previous customers, the taste of Boncho's food brings back memories, to which she then admits how incredible it was. So incredible, in fact, that she offers to franchise Boncho's sushi.
Franchise. 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 Franchise.
Boncho hesitates to open a second branch due to typical concerns of management and lack of funds, to which Lois offers to help at no cost as a prize for winning the contest. Boncho accepts, and to our surprise, the next morning, Lois already got the second branch built. I promote Raul to manage the establishment per his balanced stats, hire some other dweebs, then get back to the glacial area, because frankly, one branch is already enough for me. I also need to find the other two switches to open the control room. The dead end with the strong current must be hiding one, and thankfully the beluga I rescued arrives at the nick of time to offer me a ride inside the cave. As we pressed forward, we swam past a herd of jellyfish, used the beluga's big noggin to obliterate blocking ice, swam past more jellyfish accompanied by some kind of poison-spitting coral, then a strange kind of exploding jellyfish followed us, and at the end of the road, we found the mother of them all, Phantom Jellyfish. First of all, you're a terrible mom, sending your children jellies like that to kill themselves? Second, I may not be able to wield a weapon while riding the beluga, but we can still ram into ya. Okay, I get it. You hate your children. Being a mom is hard. Just hold still for one more second and I'll put you out of your misery. Oh wow, this boss actually didn't die and chose to run away instead. I guess she values her life more than the others. Fine by me. I'll activate the second switch, leaving only one left. And that second switch must be in the southeast chamber. Suam? What are you doing here? The heat under the glacial area has been reduced, so you're actually going to help me now? What a shocker. The timing is apropos since we need a land dweller and a sea dweller. The divine tree's roots have absorbed a good amount of water in here, which means we'll need to switch between the two in order to make it to the third switch. A lot of these puzzles are similar to the ones Dave already had to go through, except this time, Suam is doing most of them, while Dave develops claustrophobia. Look at you two go. You guys would kill it in Mario Party. I then had to control both of them at the same time, Dave with the left joystick and Suam with the right joystick. I don't think I've controlled characters like this since I played as the gatekeepers in the Animal Crossing Nintendo Land game. We made it to the end. Holy crap, is that a Helicoprion shark? Those used to be legit real until they went extinct 200 million years ago. Oh boy, this looks like it's gonna be a toughie. We've been spotted. What should we do, Suam? Suam?
My time has come. You must continue your journey without me.
What?
This place looks strategically important. I'll hit the divine tree here to blind it. I mean, I guess that's strategic, but why don't you just admit you ran to hide? Swim, now! No cap, this boss was actually one of the easiest in my opinion. And now I'm gonna make sure it goes extinct. Nice. That's just what we needed to get to the third switch, finally opening the control room. Or not. The control room door is still closed. The growing divine tree roots have jammed the space. Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. John Watson is back?
Made of eco-friendly materials and titanium. There's no place the Decan 9 cannot reach.
Eco-friendly? You freaking hypocrite! I know what your Sea Blue did in secret.
So, it was you. More reason that I can't let you go free.
Here we go again. Except this time, he's staying in the submarine. How the heck am I supposed to beat him now? None of my attacks are working. All I can do is run. Dave, it looks like it's the end for you and me. Oh. Thanks? Another boss? I retract my thanks. There's no way I can take on a Chronosaurus, but Dave deduces this reptile just became unfrozen, making it sluggish and weak. Or I can just go grab John Watson's missile launcher. After being struck by the projectile, the pliosaur takes a deep breath, sucking in the rocks, then regurgitates them at me. When I shot the missile launcher again, the creature inhaled my weapon, so I had to fall back on the tried and true method of gunmanship. Lights out for you, marine reptile. Now can I please get a break from being on the edge of death? Dr. Bacon, thank goodness that's your drone. And Duff too? Together they built this explorer drone equipped with a laser cutter, which is just what we needed to trim these roots. Dr. Bacon does say the divine tree is extremely hard to cut through, so it will take 2 days to get it done. A 2-day break? Hallelujah! I'll celebrate by harvesting the Chronosaurus.
Look at all that meat!
Ah, land. Sweet land. Oh, who's that on the raft?
Klaus, the enemy of my husband must be around somewhere. On a stormy night like this, it took my husband. Young one, can you find Klaus for me?
Dave just can't catch a break, can he? But how can he say no to an old lady looking to avenge her late husband?
There he is, Klaus, the great white shark.
He may look and act dangerous, but he's not bulletproof. Gah, he got me.
I need healing.
This great white is more agile, mobile, and faster than the other modern sharks. I thought it'd be a breeze since I could damage him with any gun, but for crying out loud, this shark is chucking whirlpools at me. I lost a few times, and it became clear I couldn't do this on my own. Clara, now's your chance for revenge!
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Wow, you really just pulled a Jason Statham there. I hope you found the piece you were looking for, Clara.
A super rare great white shark boss card.
Get out of here, Sato! I've got a restaurant to run. I wonder how the second branch is doing. Wow, they suck. Oh, it's because they have no ingredients. Well, at least the first branch ranked up to platinum on Cooksta. I should send them some ingredients though, but man is it tedious. It definitely made a difference the next night. Shark Night is also around the corner, so I prepare by hunting down the toughest repeatable shark of them all, the Dunkleosteus. The only way to kill it is by shooting at its backside. But we're not here for Shark Week. It's been 2 days and Dr. Bacon has opened up the entrance to the control room. Inside, we can see the roots are mutated and doors are blocked by tree sap. Nothing a good old puzzle can't fix. Come here, you snail. Now you stay right there. No, what are you doing?
Gary!
Well, thanks for nothing. As I looked for whatever I was looking for, scorpions harassed me. Dare I say, they almost killed me, until they fell for the oldest trap in the book. Desperate for more oxygen, I plucked a mutated fruit, blew up some sap, then found some air. I forced a mini volcano to erupt by clogging holes with nearby snails, expanding my access further. A few rooms later, I came across some gross-looking eggs that hatched right in front of me. They're likely from the experiments that ancient Gadons tested on creatures. Lucky for me, they splat upon being hit once. Unfortunately, in the next room, there are even more eggs, dozens of them. Thankfully, they haven't hatched yet. And there's an intact fruit right there. I can use it to melt away the mucus. Remember how I said they haven't hatched yet? Well, you can see that has now changed. Pop, pop, pop. Masked Skywalker! There are too many of them! Wait, I think I just accidentally found the solution to my pest problem. I can use the heat from the Divine Fruit device. Haha! You're all dead now! And the mucus is all gone too. In the next area, the mystery continues. Why are the shrimp frolicking to that source of heat? Could that be the nucleus of the divine tree? That's probably why it's acting strange. So all I gotta do is clear off this infestation, then we can all go home, right? Right? That can't be good. But as long as that thing lives, it'll probably keep generating offspring. I like how Dave thinks he can slowly walk away from this. Dr. Bacon and Duff's drone! Help has arrived! Bacon says that creature is known as Yahweh, and that he's counting on Dave to take it down. What? How can I possibly defeat such a huge ancient creature? You took down a dinosaur just a moment ago. Duff chimes in saying the drone is also a weapon. Transform sequence! Transformers! Robots in disguise! The drone can maintain oxygen levels, fire unlimited bullets, and even manipulate time. Wait, manipulate time? Whatever you say, Duff. Let's do this. I pull the trigger and never let go, constantly firing the unlimited amount of bullets promised by Duff. The kaiju shrimp turns around to whip green orbs in my direction. I don't know what they do, and I'm gonna make sure I don't find out either. It then spews a colony of what must be red hatchlings. To avoid them, I activate the drone's time manipulation for short bursts of slowdown.
I didn't want to go this far, but let's unlock the limiter.
Why didn't you do that from the start? Whatever, just activate it already. Charge! Fire! That packs a punch! There is one slight problem. I started the battle with low oxygen. Yes, I know the drone maintains my air level, but I'd like the whole tank to start with. Thus, I begin round 2 with a full tank. This guy's toast now. I prioritize my defenses, control time in dire circumstances, and woohoo! The monster is retreating. Wait, that's not good. I need to kill it. You're not getting away, Yahweh. I can blast this laser at you all day. Whoa, that was a close one. Ah, I didn't dodge that one. This is for the sea people. It's over, Yahweh. I win. Hold up. I see fire. Watch out. I can tell the creature is getting tired, so I swim away to hopefully exhaust it even more. Yahweh continues to miss me with his fire breathing. Then about a minute later, we arrive at a dead end. Oh man, I think I may have gotten a little too cocky thinking I was gonna win this. So long, world. Yes, it's entangled in the divine tree, but our drone is now malfunctioning. There's a huge divine tree fruit device over there, but I can't possibly move it by myself.
On your left.
You all finally got off your butts and decided to help. All right, together now. Fire in the hole! Yahweh has been defeated. Back in the village, the chief confirms the water temperature has stabilized. Villagers are recovering and the earthquake should stop as well. Dr. Bacon informed the others of our success, inviting everyone to celebrate at Bancho Sushi. Duff couldn't come in person because of an important parcel he's waiting for today, but everyone else made it. Beers for everyone. Afterwards, we shot off fireworks which some of the sea people admired. Duff got his package. The village sculpts a statue to honor Dave. Bancho approves of Maki's cooking. Bacon and I continue working together. Bancho receives recognition. Sato gets blown away by his latest Pokedex entry. And best of all, Dave can finally relax. Oh, Dave, the feet, the feet. Sweet dreams, my friend. For tonight, we blast off to the sky to appreciate the credits, specifically by wiping out the developers. I thank all 29 of you for your hard work. But my work isn't over yet. I've still got the following achievements left to 100% the game. Apparently, I'm supposed to evolve 5 separate Gal creatures. You're telling me I've been scooping this Finizen's poop for nothing? That's it. Time to die.
I'm sorry, little one.
I'm also supposed to catch 5 Fishmon, but I can't for the life of me figure out how to catch this goat parrot monstrosity. Oh, it's knocked out now. You're telling me I could have knocked it out with a harpoon this whole time? 4 more weekends to go, I guess. Moving on, I need to train an employee to level 20. I decided to invest in Kyoko since she's been my saving grace by helping with drinks. I got her to level 11, but training is getting really expensive. Good thing tonight was a shark party at Bancho Sushi. By the way, I'm gonna post my in-game days in the corner now to show how long these achievements will take. Some are tedious and some are because I'm bad. One odd achievement, was having to sell 200 items to the blacksmith. I didn't count, I just sold everything. On the first day of November, or day 32, I received an email saying the Cumberholics are coming to town. You know anything about them, Cobra?
I don't like cucumber. I can't stand the smell.
Otto, can you grow cucumber in your patches?
Cucumber? Why would anyone want to grow something that tastes that horrible?
Bro, you sell cherry tomatoes. That's like diluted water. So let me just plant the cucumbers for crying out loud. After sowing the seeds, I swam back to the glacial passage to capture the last Sea People mural on camera. While I'm down there, I begin the habit of visiting the glacial area twice a day in search of weapon blueprints, enabling me to craft any gun, and I need cat food. The kittens got to eat. 20 times to be precise. On day 34, my gal evolves into another dolphin. Thank gosh that still counts, but lame nonetheless. Day 36 was a Saturday, which meant a new Fishmon was in town. I had to snipe it from a distance since it will vanish if you're too close. 2 down. Nani? I can't explain what just happened. All I know is I got it this time. It's now been about a week since I've saved the Sea People and I've hardly built up any cash in the process. I didn't want to keep going at this rate, so I went to YouTube and wanted to give Elixir V's video a shout out for helping me. With just 2 ingredients, you can make a buttload of sales every night. First, I needed more cucumbers, so I ordered Otto to expand the field. Second, I started fishing for sea toads and made it a goal to catch 5 of them per dive. That would get me about 2 eggs to deposit in the fish farm. Gal number 3 evolves into a beluga, but I don't think any of us care about this mobile game anymore. I've got more important things to do, like installing a sprinkler, clearing out my fish farm so the sea toads can procreate. I need to expand the vegetable farm, put only cucumber sea toad on the menu, make banger sales, evolve a 4th gal. Wait, not this stupid game again. At least I only have to raise 1 more of them. And this ghost squid totals 3 Fishmon caught. You know what? I'm tired of grinding so hard. Dave deserves a break with the time skip feature. Alright, that's enough reading. It's back to the mobile game addiction. That's 5 gals evolved. Now die! A few days later was the weekend, which meant Fishmon time. This specific one needed to be caught with an electric weapon. So I put Duff to work, shocked the living daylights out of the Silver Titan, then captured it. What's more impressive though is my farm of sea toads have multiplied an exceeding amount. It is time, my children. Now to enact the secret to success. I only put 1 dish on the menu, then set it to auto supply. That way I only use whatever the customers order, saving me enough of the secret recipe for future use. 45K in net profit. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for more. What am I complaining for? Keep that money coming. Because it costs almost $100,000 to train Kyoko from level 19 to level 20. What am I doing? Paying for her college degree? Now to focus on the restaurant itself. In order to reach diamond rank in Cooksta, I need to cook a dish with a flavor of at least 375. This sushi is almost there and just needs a bit more Thresher Shark meat to enhance it further. For those of you that don't know, the Thresher Shark is a pain to fight. It's got a crazy tail whip attack and has knocked out so many players that the devs had to nerf it. Even though it's found in the early game, I hunted it one last time, enhancing it to the max level, acquiring the diamond rank via the Cooksta app. With the leftover money, I expanded the rice field. Then on the next day, I became a Fishmon master, capturing my 5th one. Day 58 was the final day of this playthrough, where at last, I located the Hammer of Thor, Mjolnir, trapped in the ice. And that's how I 100%ed Dave the Diver. Be sure to support me by going to factor75.com using my code, and remember to like the video to support it and subscribe for more Nintendo content. You all have a good one. Thanks.